Tonight we are driving the brand new Renault 5, one of the most beautiful small city electric car which you can buy today. It's amazing. At least the front end look amazing. I love the headlamps, I love the LED daytime running light, these 5 here that signify how much battery you still have, and also those projection of the LED lights in a square shape. It looks so cool. Also when you lock the car or unlock the car, it has a pretty cool animation which winkle with a left headlamp. It looks really cool. Also the colors fit really nice with the car. Compact, nice, attractive, modern. Even on the rear, full LED light. It looks super cool. If you turn it off right now, if you lock it, you can see it's dimmed down in a sequential way, and also dim brighter in a sequential way. But yeah, anyway guys, if you want to see the full review and the test drive in the daytime, I have separate videos. Definitely check out those videos. There we will go even more in detail. In this video it's all about driving in the nighttime and enjoying the ambient lights which this car have. Plus I will give you a few information about it. Look at the interior, it looks really cool. 100% recycled materials, and the quality, it's pretty cool. Let me go inside. Ambient light also here on the side, also ambient light here on the dashboard, on the other side, even here in the center console. I really like the layout of the center console, the armrest. Really cool car. Press the brake, this is the power button. Right now it's on. Another thing that I like very much, excepting the fact that it comes with those super beautiful digital screens, 10-inch. The fact that in the nighttime they will dim down super low to not bother you while you're driving in the nighttime. Also you have some lights up here, also super nice ambient light behind the buttons. Also behind this button from where you change different driving mode. It comes with a few driving modes from Eco, Sport, Personal, and every time you change the driving mode, this is comfort, is change the colors. You can also change the ambient colors, depend how you want it. You can customize it in many ways. If you go to Personal, and you can see every time you change it, it's changing also the colors inside, which is super cool. But you can also customize it if you go a little bit more in details. If you go to Life on Board, if you go here to light intensity, you can change it. Plus you can go here and change wherever color you want. You can choose something else. If you don't like this, you can definitely choose from here other color, but I really love this color. This is my favorite color. Plus I will reset the consumption. We will see what kind of numbers we can get from our trip. Yeah, I will give you some information as we drive. Plus I will tell you I drive with steering wheel heat on, plus the seats heat on because it's super cold outside. This is the low beam, this is the high beam. I will try to drive on some dark streets so you can make an idea, you can see a little bit better how it looks in the dark, in a completely dark. Other than that, it's a super lovely car. I drive it, I have it home for 2 days, for the last 2 days, and I have to tell you, I'm in love with it. I really love the shape. A lot of people watching the car on the street, I think because it's so interesting and unique in its way, plus it has a super good price. I have with me, this is the Techno version, this is the middle range version. You can go also for Iconic, or you can go for Evolution, the entry-level version. And this version that I have with me, which came with LED headlamps, so we have low beam, high beam LED, daytime running LED, turning signal, tail lights LED, a lot of safety features that come with the car, a lot of comfort features like heated steering wheel, heated seats. The car comes also with a heated pump at standard, which is great for electric cars. And the seats are super comfortable. The sound insulation, it's very good, and the suspension are super good. It comes with McPherson independent suspension on the front and multi-link independent on the rear. I was so surprised how good is the ride quality in this Renault 5. I mean, over the bumps it feels great, sound insulation feel great, pedals feel great, the transition between regenerative brake and physical brake, it's great because now from what I understand they link the brake with the pedals through a wire, electric. Is not a mechanical link, so the pedals are not linked directly to the physical brakes, so it goes through an electronic system which choose the power that you apply, so it's much more smoother, and I like that. Plus the screens, it's tilted to the driver, good visibility, nothing to complain. Plus it feels interesting. It has an interesting feeling. In the beginning I was having the impression that it feels light, and probably because I have the bigger battery, the 52 kilowatt hour battery on this model, probably with the 40 kilowatt hour battery it feels a little bit lighter, but this one it has a nice interesting feeling, like a heavy feeling, like a sporty car, so it feels pretty good. And I like the fact that the feedback from the steering wheel to the wheels, even though you can switch it, it's really interesting. It's really interesting, so you can have some fun with the car on twisty roads. This is cool. It's not a super sporty car, it's more like, let's say, 60% to sporty and 40% to comfort. It's interesting. When you put it in sport mode, the steering wheel become a little bit stiffer, actually pretty much stiffer, and the heaviness of the car, it gives you the impression that you have a sporty car, but the suspension are extremely comfortable. It's quite confusing, to be honest. Why is that? I will explain you also a little bit more in the test drive video in more details. I don't want to ruin this video, this ambient driving video, but let me tell you a few words. So suspension are amazing, comfortable. I love it. The ride quality, it's smooth and nice. It feels like a comfortable car. Now the direction and the steering, it feels great. The heaviness of the car, it gives you the impression that you have a sporty car, but when you try to accelerate, it gives you plenty of power. But because it's a front wheel drive, when you start from scratch in sport mode and you try to push it harder, it tends to slip a little bit. So that's a little bit, you have, when the car is already running, you press it down, it gives you the power pretty quick, but it's not as quick as you would expect from an electric car, and it's also slippery in the beginning. Plus sometimes at high speeds, high corners, and if you want to drive super dynamic, it tends to don't have such a good stability. But overall, if you drive like a normal driving, or even more, a little bit sporty, a little bit aggressive, it's just perfect. It's really good. It's really good. But the purpose of this car, it's driving in the city and driving comfortable and having some fun with the car, and this car did perfectly that. But the good part is that it has a super good price. If we compare it with some competitors like Mini Cooper, right, the electric version, then the Mini Cooper, it feels a little bit more sporty, it feels a little bit more stable, but it's also more expensive, and it doesn't seem to be as comfortable as this one over the bump. So I don't know why I feel like the suspensions in this one, it's better, and the ride quality, and somehow, I don't know. But also the price in the Mini Cooper, it goes up to 50,000 if I'm not wrong, and if you go for the top range version, you pay almost double than this Renault 5. So I don't know. I will go with this one for sure if I have to pick one. Plus this one seems to be much more, I don't know, much more cute, much more interesting. I really like it. I don't know why. Anyway, in the nighttime you can see very nice ambient, so the screens are dimmed down, not so much light, so it's quite pleasant in the nighttime. I really like that the screens are dim all the way down. So this is very important for me, because sometimes I drive a lot in the nighttime, sometimes I drive hours when I go at long distances, and it's super important to don't have too much light inside to bother you. Plus the headlamps, you can see right now, they are super bright, so the light, it's super good from my point of view. It's crazy bright, and it's not matrix LED headlamps, doesn't have that, but it has normal LED headlamps, but they're very powerful, very bright, very wide, and that's super important. So yeah, for me it's more than enough. They are on the higher end size in terms of lighting. Now you can also activate autopilot here if you want to. It's very simple from here, and the car will basically keep between the lanes, accelerate, brake, and stuff like that. I did show you that in the test drive video on the daytime. Check it out to see more info and the way it works. But you can see right now it's working so good, and in this price range I'm so surprised with how many features this Renault 5 come with. So you have like so many safety and comfort features on the car, which are quite impressive. It's interesting how they manage to blend in a lot of features, more and more features, and the price stays relatively down. So that's quite good. We can go out here. Also, the car comes with two different regenerative levels. You have the drive mode and the B mode like we have now. In the B mode it's pretty strong, almost like one pedal drive. If I release the acceleration, you can see it's super powerful, and if I go once down, I go in drive mode. If I release it, it's almost like rolling, you know. So when you release the acceleration pedal, it's almost like rolling, so you don't lose too much energy through the friction of the electric motor. But overall, pretty agile, pretty nice going around in the city, in the town. And it's also silent. Going around in the roundabout, super easy. We can change also the driving mode, and if you go in sport mode, you can see everything turn to red right now, so the ambient light, and also the steering wheel is different. Yeah, we will talk about that more. And also if you go in comfort mode, changing the color again, you can see right now this yellowish color, but here it's completely dark. That's why I came here, because I want to show you how it looks in the completely dark environment, the headlamps. And I told you they're really good. So this is the low beam, this is the high beam. Low beam, high beam. So it's more than enough power, more than enough brightness. So from my point of view, it's just perfect. It's perfect. So you can see here, if you go in reverse, you can park the car around here, super easy. Just like that. Even in the dark, even in the super dark, you still have plenty of light to park the car. Electronic handbrake here. And even though I have the climatic system on 23 degrees, level 1, right? And even though I have like heated steering wheel, heated seats on, the consumption was 19.9 kilowatt hour. It's pretty cold outside, 2 degrees, but I feel like it's more around 0 degrees. Lovely driving this car. I really like it. So I hope you enjoy it too, guys. This is the low high beam. pretty powerful. I hope you enjoy it too. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. And by the way, guys, don't miss out the test drive video in the daytime and the full review. You will get there more information about the car. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.